What is going on? We are here. I apologize for being late once again, but work happens. I just got in here. Um, so full disclosure, we're going to be watching Deadline. I think some things changed. It was supposed to be an NXT AEW stream, but we decided last night during the show that we will do NXT instead. So I have not watched NXT in quite some time. Um, I appreciate that. I'll be getting to you in 1 second, Mr. K9. I will be needing your help in a moment. I just walked in the door. I have not watched NXT in a minute, so I don't know a lot what's going on. I don't know the storylines, so This is like my start off point to come in and then start doing watch alongs and kind of get in the flow of NXT. I don't even know what this Deadline matchup is. I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't know the rules. So I'm coming in right now at this match. I haven't seen anything before, but I already just found out that Dom lost. So there's one announcement right there. So we got that. But besides that, how's the pay-per-view been so far? If you're watching, let me know. And let's have some fun tonight. I'm also working on new banners. I had some have some new things going on, and I've been really dropping the ball of getting some stuff done. But we're working on it. This is the second match. Oh, cool. So that's all I missed then. I missed one match. Did anything else happen that is noteworthy? It's a B so far. Okay, appreciate it. I really like the. I mean, both competitors in the ring. I'm a fan of, but I really like this Davenport or not her Davenport. Henley. I think she's gonna be really good. Does she have a welt on her side, or is that a scar or a tattoo? All right, so every 5 minutes a new competitor enters the match. Is it like war games where once everybody's in the match and the match begins? It looks like an infected zit. It's long. It's like a long welt. Tiffany Stratton. She's gonna be a super. She's gonna be a mega star. She's really good too. I hate Booker T on commentary. I respect Booker T as a legend, but I do not like him on commentary. Parma, what's up, buddy? What's going on? Just watching this. Let me do this. Watching the stream. I don't know the rules of this. Help me out with this. So what is the premise of this? Every 5 minutes, someone new comes in, and then what? There's like a counter. I honestly don't know the premise of this match. I'm not like. It's like an Iron Man match, but shorter. 25 minutes, most pins win. Interesting. Is it? I'm guessing it's pins and submissions. I like Fallon though. I honestly like. I'm very. Everyone's high on Stratton. Like obviously Stratton's is someone they're gonna put the ball onto, and that's someone they're gonna rock with. Which there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. You can't go wrong with her. She's gonna be a beast. But I like Fallon a lot. I think Fallon's gonna be good. Blair's good as well. I mean, NXT's women's roster is just, I feel, is stacked. But Steven, what's going on? Oh, I'm sorry. I will turn my TV down a little bit. I apologize. I didn't know my TV was being picked up. Is that better? Steven Chambers. So I was told I only missed one match. I missed Dom losing. So Dom's no longer champ. Oh, Axum beat Frazier. Punk showed up, and Dom lost the title. What did Punk do? Anything interesting? Oh, Davenport on the board. All right, so I get then Fallon cannot re-enter the match until a minute 19. I'm guessing like a hockey penalty box. So every time you take a fall, you have to leave the ring. You know, I just realized too. I didn't notice how they did it. I was looking at my screen for a second. I do remember when they put this match together, because my complaint was going to be, imagine if like maybe we'll find out right here. So you take a finisher, right? So someone eats a finisher. It's a huge finisher, and you have to sell. I mean, like Uso took one RKO, not even in a match, but he took an RKO and laid there until the crowd left. So if you take a finisher, you can't sell the finisher. You got to roll out of the ring and then walk to a penalty box and then stand there and sell. Like, oh, that hurt so bad. You know what I mean? Like that I have to see how they do it, but that might take me out. Because you imagine like you eat someone's finisher and you're just like, and it's like a video game, 1, 2, 3, and they just like stand up real quick and they just walk out of the ring. Like, oh, almost dropped on her face on the apron. So she had a minute to recover, and now she's a blaze of fire. She's it's like a hot start in the Rumble. Is Beck? I don't even know who the champion is. Who's the champion? Is Becky still a champion? All right, Fallon came in and got it right back. Oh my God, Booker T on commentary is fucking so goddamn terrible. I'm also, while we're talking, I'm messing with I'm experimenting, as we would say. I'm experimenting with the thing. So when the background, so if I can make it look a little better, so it looks nicer on screen. Live Valkyrie is a champion. Okay, so she beat Becky. Shucky, quack, no comment. Yeah, I listen. Booker T's a legend, man. He's great in the ring. He's fantastic. It's a tough listen to him on commentary. You know what it is though? It's the voice. It's definitely the voice. Because like, I like Steve-O, but you ever listen to Steve-O's podcast? It's not easy. Hey guys, this is Steve-O. Like he has that voice, and you're like, ooh, this is a thing. This is a thing I'm going to listen to for a while. You know. How we look at that watch along? Okay, that can go bigger. Let's see how this looks. Ooh, those logos in the corner look good though. I'm into that. That looks good. This is doing it on the fly. I'm doing it on the fly. I think this might be the money here. I think we're onto it. Boom. I mean, you can't see DeadL1ne, but that's fine. We don't need DeadL1ne to be there. If I do that, you know it's DeadL1ne. Lash Legend. I'm gonna be on. All right, so when I started watching NXT 2.0, I seen a few Lash Legend matches, and I was like, man, she has a really good look. She's big. She could be like a superstar powerhouse, like a Bianca Belair. Unless she has gotten better. We'll find out right now because this is a sketchy spot. Double suplex into a double power bomb, but they gave up on the doubleplex. Lash Legend was rough around the edges. I wonder if she cleaned that up or not. Once again, we're gonna find out because she does a double suplex. She power slammed Otis. Who did? That was clean. That was a good double suplex. Nice kip up. She's insanely athletic. Like she's a super athlete. But the first couple months she wrestled, man, it was not fun to watch. I know she had a match with DeadL1ne, and like she completely forgot where she was in the match, and like got whipped off the ropes and just like lost her place. And it was tough. Oh, she's double stacking them. So is that 2? That's 2 points. Yeah. She's since joined the Metaphor. Lash has really improved. Well, that's good. I mean, there's nothing but time, right? So the 2.0 in the infancy stages was tough, right? Because everybody's new to the game and everyone's trying to figure things out. And it's but Shawn stuck with him. That's a cool thing about Shawn Michaels. He stayed in the pocket, and he's working with them. Oh, good kick. I've never seen this girl in the red. She's a very girl next door look, like someone like she'd be an insane baby face. Well, she's a heel too. That'd be hilarious because she's wearing black and red, but she just looks like, oh, she's super. Oh, that hurt. That sucked. She's trying to sell it, but that sucked. She backflipped and nailed that commentator's table bad, real bad. I will say this: the thing I was concerned the most about being if it was going to be egregious or not, I haven't noticed. Oh, these guys are going to block them in. I haven't noticed if they're if it's like bad with if like they take a finisher and if they sell or not. I didn't notice. The girl in red used to be with Dana Brooke. Oh, when Dana Brooke had like an NXT run, I never seen a second of Dana Brooke's NXT run. So if I sound well informed, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I'm this giant super fan, and I'm not going to pretend to be something I'm not here. I'm being completely honest. I have not watched NXT in a minute, so for me, this is starting watch. Wow, what a beautiful swanton! That was really good. The way she arched and then like extended was really good body control. I hope they play that again. That was like Hardy in his prime swanton, like the way she controlled her body in the air. It made it look way more legit. Um anyway, so some of the stuff, like I haven't watched SmackDown in a bit. I haven't watched Raw in a minute. Impact, I haven't watched like consistently. I didn't have live TV and I was in the process of moving and getting my life situated. So there's a lot of stuff I've been missing. Oh man, she's just super athletic and they're just using her for that very heavily in this match. Um, but these watch alongs are going to help me get back into it. So I'm going to be learning with you guys. Oh, good spot. God damn. Tiffany would have had the one there. This is awesome, champ. Jesus. Impact pay-per-views. Final Resolution is the same time as NXT. Holy Hannah. Is it really? I just paid for Impact Plus full on on YouTube too, and I'm not even gonna be watching it. Ain't that something? That sucks. Wrestling. Almighty Hulk. That's right. Man, they really love that double stomp in this match. I mean, it makes sense. Like it's being used a lot, but it's a quick, easy move to get offense in. Oh, there's a men's one. I guess that makes sense. There's a men's and a women version. Stratton's on the board. Oh, you have two accounts. That makes sense. Not getting a lot of viewers tonight, but that's all right. Like I said, I've been lucking out and getting uh more than I've been deserving for starting out doing live streams. So I'm very grateful of how I've been doing. So if I get two, 3 people tonight, I'm not gonna be bummed about it. I'm gonna enjoy it. Blair Davenport takes the lead. Why don't you just go in and go after the girl in the ring who's hurt? You don't need to pin Blair. Blair Davenport wins because Last Legend forgot that she didn't have to pin the one girl for a final. What? Why would she chase her? There's somebody hurt in the ring who just got pinned. Oh wait, because that person would be in the penalty box. Never mind. She's not dumb. I'm dumb. Because if she would have scooped at the pin on that girl, she wouldn't have counted. Because the one time she sold the injury is right then and there. Every other time people just kind of got up and walked to the back. Look at this swanton. Was great. Great swanton. Thank you, Steven. I appreciate it. She's gonna cut a promo now. Oh, that's Cora Jade. I'm gonna be completely honest. I had no idea who that was. I was like, all right, who attacked her? Cora Jade used to wear like the baseball hat, right? She was like the super, like golden baby face emo, like not emo, but like. Okay, that was interesting. Fun match. So was that better? Was this year's better than last year's when it came to DeadL1ne? Why are we doing a Bobby Lashley promo? Is this like a documentary? Are they doing a Bobby documentary? It's I only watched the first one match. I came in late from work, and the first match was that I seen was the women's. Is it the DeadL1ne match? Is that what they call it? The DeadL1ne match? The 25-minute match with the penalty box joint. So that's all I've seen so far. It wasn't terrible. It was fine. I'm still trying to figure out what we're doing here with this promo. Ooh, good spear. I what is the fucking point of this? I don't get this. Oh, the Iron Survivor. My bad. Thank you. Are they going to NXT? If you're an NXT fan, could you imagine if Raw cut a 15-minute promo video package? It's an ad break without being an ad break. Yeah, but like, why wouldn't you put over the show that I don't know? You want me to believe that you care about Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits as a team? Have them fight the Bloodline. If they're so badass, why don't they go after the Bloodline? I mean, they want to be tag team champions of Street Profits, right? Have they even tried to compete for a tag team championship in the past 2 years? Oh, we're not supposed to remember that there's titles on the line. Lexus King. I don't understand why CM Punk was even at NXT tonight, because he's doing the whole "where am I going to sign" deal. So he's gonna show up everywhere and be like, "Am I going to be here? What about here? How about here?" So he's gonna play that game. Is this the men's version of this match now? Or just a one-on-one? Yeah, I totally agree. Well, that's what's going to happen now that Endeavor owns them. They're going to be an international company. They've already been shown that it's a smart move to go to foreign countries, because obviously look how successful it was for them to go to Puerto Rico. It was a hit. It was a huge hit. So keep cashing in on that. That looks like shit. Are we taking Pillman Jr. seriously? Is he something that we should be on the lookout for? Lash is good. I see big plans for her. Lash versus Bianca is a match that must happen. I agree. She looks a lot better tonight than I have seen her in the past. I was saying earlier that when I watched her previously, I wasn't really impressed, but it was at the beginning of her run in NXT, and I wasn't really into it. I wasn't into her matches. I thought she was kind of sloppy in the ring. But tonight she looked good. He saw that movie 2 days ago, he said. You can't do that. Doesn't seem to be comfortable. Sorry, what do we got here? Oh shit, didn't know we were here. What's good? What's going on, bud? I'm 50-50 on Pillman Jr. I don't know who Pillman Jr. is. This is Lexus King. I mean, evening. Raz is here. Welcome. Not sure this is a hot take, but I don't dislike Lucha Libre style, but neither Dragon Lee nor Axum do it for anything for me. Axum, I think, would be a lot better if he wasn't fully on taking on someone's entire gimmick and look from the independent wrestling scene. I said it. I'm sure he's very talented. It just, I look at him and I go, boy, he essentially stole the dude's gimmick. That's not cool. What we got? Oh, there you go. What we missed. Axum has, to me, the least presentation look-wise. He's a very similar. Oh, there it is. He has a very similar look to Razorhawk, and it's toned down some. But when he first debuted, it looked exactly like Razorhawk. Totally agree. Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying. I'm not great at multitasking yet. I'm working on it, fam. I promise I'll get better at this live streaming thing. I'm also like multitasking as we do this. I'm working on some other things. Because I don't have time in my life to get anything else done. And I don't feel like being up till 1 o'clock in the morning last night because your boy almost overslept and missed work. It was a whole thing. My disappointment of Belair not winning immediately fixed when Cora returned. Pillman's character is has a character now, but I'm not sure how I feel about him not honor his father's legacy. I kind of like that he's standing on his own. I'm into it. I think it's kind of cool that he's like, no, I'm gonna forge my own path here. Uh, I don't I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. I've been scouting talent all around the world. I like his gear. He just talked to the ref. That's a crazy bump. They didn't show it. They didn't show the both sides of it. That's a nutty bump. I like Carmelo Hayes a lot. You're muting your TV because Booker T on commentary. It's just like I don't hate him on commentary. It's just his voice is so raspy. It's it like it just goes through me. It's like I want to get dude a cough drop. Like this is also where I fall into that trap where I'm not super high on sometimes when wrestlers are on commentary. No disrespect, but has anyone ever told you sound like like Kevin Owens? Yeah, I've been told that. I've been told I look like him too. I don't hate it. I think Kevin's a good guy. I'm not mad at it. But yeah, I've been told that before. There it is. You know what it reminds me of watching this kind of is when you don't know everyone's music and stuff, and you're like at an indie show, and someone's music hits, and everyone marks out, and they're like, "Oh my god!" But you're like, "I don't know. I've never been here. Is this good?" I'll get there. We'll get there. We getting a promo. Oh, all right. Now this is the promo I'm talking about. What are we doing with this Bobby Lashley nonsense? The Queen is here. So if she just made her return, why didn't she? Why wasn't she in this match? Or is she gonna wrestle the girl who knocked her out 1-on-1? Isn't ROH on tonight too? It's ROH, this, and no. What's up, Lily? ROH, NXT, and TNA tonight, right? That's what's going on. I'm gonna be honest. I hate this character. I hate it.
Hey, I'm Italian. This is how I talk. I'm from the 1950s. Hey, I'm Andrew Dice Clay as a wrestler. You know what I'm saying?
I hate it. I hate it so much. Where's our culture appropriation as Italians, right? This is bullshit. Everyone's in the crowd. Everyone's doing this. Bullshit. Shouldn't be allowed.
Hey, I just watched The Sopranos, and
Yeah.
I watched 3 gangster movies over the weekend, and this is my life now.
Was she bad when she left the first time? Dude, how does WWE not only get one but two absolute fantastic female ring announcers? This girl is just as good, but what's her name on the main roster? She's the absolute goat. Super good. She's been a heel since 2022. I believe Mello did a track Trick Williams. Interesting. So there's some rival there's some possible you might have beat me up in that situation. I swear I'll be talking more frequently here in 1 second. I'm just I'm watching this but also getting work done for the show. Because I'm not joking when I say I literally have no time at any other position to get these done. Dijak. There's a guy getting a revitalization of his career, huh? Raphael in the chat. What's going on? Yeah, Ricochet's girl, Samantha Irvin. Thank you. What do we feel about? I haven't seen his. I heard about his return. I haven't watched any of his return. What do we feel about it? Are we happy with it? Are we saying? Are we still like on the? Are we still pro? Dijak? Is he not being utilized? What's the take? I don't know who this guy is. Given his age, should be on the main roster. He's been in NXT way too long. But like, here's the thing. Here he is wrestling on a show, right? Like he's on a show in in um on a pay-per-view, right? So he's being used to a certain extent. Are we happy he's being used on pay-per-views on NXT, or do we say no? We uh rather him on the main roster where he's probably sitting in catering. You know what I mean? Like it's a tough. I don't know. It's a tough sell for me. I personally would probably rather him on NXT where he's going to be utilized than sitting in catering. Oh, Tyler. All right, so I know. Oh, and Braun Breaker. So I know the rest of these guys in this match. Randomly selected. Do you believe them? I don't think it's random at all. Tyler Bates, your pick to win.
Wax. This is not just from Wax.
Lily, if you're still in here, you're always hiving it up. It's always highest with you. Fucking hives. Beehive over here. Trick could trick us with a win though. Honestly, if I'm looking at this card, right, it's. I think that if you're a smart, like if you're like an independent wrestling fan, you're definitely going to be like you're going to lean heavily towards Tyler Bate. Like you want Tyler Bate to win. I think if you're looking at it from a standpoint of like who the company's probably going to go with, it's hard for me not to say they want to roll with Braun Breaker to get him back in the mix again. But I can definitely see them pulling the trick, pulling it on Trick, because I think Trick is someone that they're gonna start rocking with soon. I mean, I watch Trick wrestle, and I go, oh, this dude is he's like the new Booker T. Trick will be the bigger star on the main roster than the rest of the guys in this match. I agree. I think they'll push Braun. I think that'll definitely be something we'll see is a Braun push at some point. But I think the move is definitely Trick. I know if I was booking, I'd put Trick as my main, as a guy I'd push harder in this. Oop, did not mean to do that. Sorry, everybody. Laying the clock. I like how we did that. 97. It was a good call. I like the way he called out. This guy's trying his best to. Stared right at the referee. You could tell it's a false finish. Hate that. Hate that. There he is. Booker T Jr. Yo, they're going, whoop, that trick. They're going crazy. Hammerstone will be great in Impact. I agree. I think Alex Hammerstone should be an NXT guy all day long. Oop, did not want to do that. Trick said he wants to add Booker T's ad libs into his theme song. He reminds me of a young Booker. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. Wow, good breakup. Dude's an animal. He's so over. Like, Trick Williams is so over. Actually, what did that just say? Hammerstone would be great on Impact or New Japan. I Impact would be fine. And this is someone who has friends in Impact. I honestly think he'd be underutilized. I don't think they would use him properly to Impact. They don't have a good track record of in my opinion of using young talent. If I'm a young talent in professional wrestling and I'm looking at where I want to go, I'm not sold on Impact as a landing spot. It's mainly because it's just like, well, if I go there, am I gonna be used until I need to put over Tommy Dreamer again, like, or some other guy who's from, that's sitting here from an older generation. Like, I don't know. I don't see a benefit of it. I I don't know. Maybe I'm being too harsh on it, but that's just my take. And this is why I said Braun Breaker will probably win. I feel like Braun Breaker's NXT Roman, man. Yikes. Yikes. Yeah, he's gonna run away with it. I think this is a runaway. Unless they find a way to pass the torch from Trick here to Braun, like, to show, like, the fans that we believe in Trick and this is where we're gonna go next. But sitting at 3-0, it would be like, oh, what a great comeback! Trick Williams is the next big deal. Here's my prediction: if Trick beats Braun after going 4-3, and Trick can get it done and go 4-3 over Breaker in this moment, Breaker's a call up. Or they lead to one more to a big one-on-one match with Braun Breaker and Trick Williams. I don't know. Maybe not. He just took another fall. Trick took the fall. Jesus Christ. Unless they swerve us, man. I don't know. They have an opportunity to do some fun shit here. These dudes beat the dog shit out of each other. Trick comes in and swipes up three falls. What do we think? What are we thinking here? Jesus, double close, double choke slam. All right, I'm gonna put the link in. Let's get some people in here. Actually, before I put that link in, let's put this link in. All right, I'm fully committed here. I'm in. I'm done working on stuff. My ADHD is gonna not allow me to. What is this? Oh yeah, Raz. Like I seen that. The Acclaim 3-pack. I'll be buying it eventually. Where are we at? All right. If you guys are hanging out here and you haven't done so already, you're new to the chat, you're new to this or whatever it may be. Dude, ADHD is beautiful. I was like, yo, I have to get these thumbnails done for some reason. There's no other reason. Like, I'm going to work on them while I'm live streaming. So stupid. But I appreciate y'all. 7 people hang out. I don't know. Join the Discord. I don't do this very often in Discord. So you can come out, hang and talk and chill with us. By the way, this is the new. Does it look good? I got the ABJ spoof. I got the watch along. I got the new network in the corner of the Ben Frank Connect. We got the podcast logo in the corner. I think it looks pretty. I'm into it. But let's join the Discord. Let's come hang out in there, talk. People are always in there partying and hanging out. And also, if you want to come join the live stream, come hang out with me. There's a StreamYard link right there. You need to have a camera on to come and join. That's my rule. Only because anybody can come on here. I was thinking about like doing like hold on, what's going on here? Oh, okay. People, I don't want to have someone come in and be like with no camera or do like a call in and they just say something crazy and then they get me demonetized. So if you're gonna come up and say something crazy, at least have your face on screen. Wait, is Trick gonna come in right now after everyone's injured and he's gonna have an opportunity to get 3 quick pins? But Braun's gonna hold him back. Braun's gonna go in and spear everybody, and Trick's gonna come in and clean up. He's gonna clean up. He's gonna hit Braun with a finisher and go up 4-3. We'll see what happens. This could be an interesting finish. Can we get a photo finish here? Who's this guy? This Tatanka? Is this Tatanka Jr.? Oh shit, Tatanka Jr. Jesus Christ, Tyler Bate. Dude, Bate's gonna clean up. He has a minute left and Braun Breaker's dead outside. Trick Williams cleans up at the end. So they called it short because everyone's in the penalty box and there was not enough time between penalty box and final time. Trick Williams cleans up at the end. Made Braun look strong. Actually, they made everybody look strong for the most part. That was good. I like how they made him zero falls the whole time. That was done really well. That's a scary thing, man, because you're on the clock like that. One false thing goes wrong. There's no way to fix that. That's crazy. It was a good match. That's fun. I like that stipulation. Is this in a game mode yet in the video game? Like, is this like a game mode that's available? Because that'd be fun to play in the video game. We have a guest, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to bring in my buddy, my friend, and my constituent, I guess is the word to look for our brand new podcast network, the Ben Frank Connection. We'll talk a little bit about it. We'll bring him in. We'll talk NXT. Let's bring in Parmesan.
Yo.
Oh, you're doing the hold mic.
I'm going classic, man.
I love that for you.
I moved out of the walk-in studio for this.
How you been?
I've been good, man. I'm just, watching DeadL1ne, even though I have no idea what's going on. Because I don't really watch NXT a lot.
Yeah, this is my birth of watching NXT, doing watch-alongs and stuff. So
it's the last pay-per-view of the year, they say. So figured I would throw it on.
You know what I just realized right now?
What?
I brought 3 people in the studio, and now our logos in the corner look like they're chopped off.
It's gonna get covered.
I'm gonna pretend I don't see that at all.
It's gonna get covered.
I hate that.
Don't let your ADHD take over. I know it, man.
Bro, I just did 45. I just did 45 of these. I don't want to do it anymore. I'm done.
I made so many different versions after we kept changing the logo of the backgrounds. I kept putting it in StreamYard like 8 times. Like, I have to do it again. I got to do it again. So I'm done changing the backgrounds. I think that's it. We're good.
Yeah,
I
think I'm done too. I'm over it.
When Ralph told you I have an issue with Canva, I have an issue with Canva.
Yeah, I could see.
It's a problem. My brother Adam actually showed me it originally, and then Ralph got me into it. I'm like, okay, I can't stop now.
So let's talk about real quick while we're on a commercial on a pay-per-view. Let's talk about the Ben Frank Connection. What is the idea of this? How did this come about, and why did you pick ABJ?
I mean, you just seem so cool, man. And I know that sounds so stupid, but like, looks
can be deceiving. You haven't even met me yet. I'm gonna ruin your life.
Listen, that's the whole point of the name, right? Is because you and Ralph are both very much by each other in PA, and I'm over here across the bridge, the Ben Franklin Bridge, if you want to say that, in Jersey. Mm-hmm. I'm all over on this side.
So a lot of people are like, "What do you like? Why do you like Ben Franklin so much?" I'm like, "It's not so much.
It's not the point."
Yeah, it's not a Ben Franklin love. It's more of we're starting this because you live in Jersey, we're in Pennsylvania. Yeah. That's the connecting bridge between the two. And I thought it was a fun name. And then I thought Ben Franklin kind of looked like Paul Heyman, so we put Paul Heyman's hat on him.
That was just the whole idea. And of course, we couldn't do the ECW logo, so we made our own logo.
Yeah.
We probably would have gotten flagged for that. for taking the OG logo.
So let some people know if they haven't already. What is the Opinion City podcast? What do you guys do? How long have you guys been at it?
We started this early May. It's actually been Ralph's baby for like 6 years, and I've just been here waiting for an opportunity to do something with radio because I used to do it in college. I missed it. Didn't know how to get back into it until my brother has been begging me to do a podcast. And I was like, I don't know what to do about it. He goes, wrestling. That's your thing, wrestling. I'm like, I know, but I don't know where to start, what to call it, what to name it, who to have. And the Ralph was like, hey, I have this idea. I'm like, yes, sign me up. And we basically shoot off opinions. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's Opinion City. We usually do top 5 lists each week to kind of go off of what our top 5 is. Like it could be top 5 belts, top 5 factions, top 5 tag teams. And then more recently, because we've had so many guests on that it kind of boomed, we give the guests the floor. We give them the top 5, but it could be about anything. It doesn't have to be wrestling related. It could be movies, music, TV shows, comics. When we had on Max Sterling for the first month of Monster Factory, his was top 5 baked pies. So,
top 5 baked pies?
Yes. So it could be about literally anything.
Did he pick Poo-Tang?
He did not.
No, but I missed opportunity. Oh crap! I don't. Is this her actual account?
No.
It is
a broken table.
Dude, Mia Yim liked my post today.
Oh,
I made a post. Shay McCoy. She showed some love to. For some reason, I thought that was Jade. She made some love to Mia Yim about being a trendsetter when it came to intergender wrestling, and I tagged Mia Yim in it because I said, why not? And she liked it.
Nice, that's cool. Let me ask you the same question then. Throw it back to you. What on your end is the Ben Frank connection?
You know what? I've worked with content creators in the past, and I'm not throwing shade, but maybe a little bit.
Just a tad. Just a tad.
I'm going to cover main roster stuff, right? And I've tried not to for the longest time, and I'm at the point now. It's like I might as well, right? I hear a lot of people's takes, and I don't like a lot of them, and I think I have better takes, and I think I have better opinions on certain things, right? I mean, listen, you have proof. I called CM Punk months ago. Yep. You have it on footage.
You were the very first guarantee that came true on the podcast.
Yeah,
out of many.
And it's fun to call the main roster, and it's fun to do all that. But I think what really makes me want to work with you guys is your passion for the independent scene as much as me, and the fact I did work with people in the past who have independent love, but they were on the other side of the country, or they were in the Midwest, which is good. I like that, and we probably will touch base and still show love to the Midwest, and
of course,
and exchange that audience. But I think when it comes to creating content and people who take themselves seriously and invest in their own equipment and invest in their production and invest in their content and know what it takes to put into time to be a content creator and be a good one, and know the sacrifice that comes with it. And I've seen you guys work and following the same people I follow, and you conduct good interviews, and the talent like to be on your podcast. You're not a podcast that talent go on and then they come bitch to me and it's just like, yo, can't every podcast be like being on yours? You know what I mean? I'm being honest, man. Like, I hear that from talent. Like we hate doing podcasts, right? Because the good thing about being a podcast person, and the bad thing is you can make a podcast, and the bad thing is everyone can make a podcast. Yes, and that's it. It's really saturating the independent scene of all the bad ones. And when I seen what you guys do, I was like, I think it's a match made in heaven to put us together and help each other grow. Absolutely. Because at the end of the day, we're gonna grow, but we're also gonna grow our Northeast area scene in a positive way, you know. Absolutely. I'm trying to find so Punk and Shawn Michaels had a little promo spat. Not I made a comment under one of the lives earlier. It wasn't even that. It was supposed to be something, but then Punk literally out loud said, Shawn Michaels forgot his lines, I forgot my lines, let's just do a selfie, and then they left.
That was literally how it ended.
Forgot our lines.
That was literally how it ended. It was that they came out, Punk did a little speech about where I should go, Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and then there was a slight pause, and then he looks at Michaels. Michaels looks at him and he goes, "Well, he forgot his lines. I forgot mine. Let's do a selfie," and they did. And then that was literally it.
So, did CM Punk wear a Bret Hart shirt?
Yeah, he wore a Bret Hart sweater, and Michaels made a comment about it, saying, "What? That's a nice sweater you're wearing." He goes, "Oh, I didn't have any Michaels merch, so I wore this instead."
Because he's a Bret Hart guy. Scumbag. I like it though. That's funny.
It just makes you wonder if that was part of the show, or if they both actually forgot their lines and just added them. Like, okay, let's just do a photo when we're out of here, and that was it.
Probably.
Just said bounced. We're out. I don't even know what match this is. I know it's obviously Kiana James, but I don't know who she's facing. Oh, got it.
Is Cora Jade actually wrestling tonight?
No. It's Roxanne Perez versus Kiana James.
Kiana. Oh, okay. I don't know who Kiana James is.
Yeah, I don't know either. Again, for me, NXT's on and off. Like, I'll watch it, and then I'll be like, no, it's not the same.
You know who else would be a good addition to NXT?
What?
That's going to be a free agent very soon?
Who?
Deanna Prazo.
Oh, yeah, I did see that she was exploring free agency. Exploring the options. So who knows? Oh, it's a cage match. Yes, my issue with NXT is that even when it was Black and Gold, I would watch the pay-per-views, but I would never watch the show. Not that the show was bad, but the pay-per-views were so good. The takeovers were just always top tier. And like you said
from what I've seen so far, I don't hate today's card.
No.
Like I didn't, without coming in and not knowing anybody in or knowing the storylines, right. I didn't hate it.
No, it's not bad. It's just, I guess for me, I'm just in denial about the Black and Gold brand being not the Black and Gold brand, because that was what made me watch it back then. And then as soon as they went to do NXT, 2.0, I was like, no, it's just not the same. And I haven't fully come out of it since.
NXT Black and Gold was at a huge advantage, right? So you essentially took the best of the best in ROH and New Japan and made a company and just rolled with it with good booking. And NXT 2.0 is like, hey, we're gonna essentially like start from ground zero. We're gonna give this. It was like watching a performance, like a PC or independent company start from nowhere and like build a roster. And I think the people who stuck with it, they're doing like the Charlotte Flair thing here. If you stuck with the company from 2.0 to now, I think you're really invested, and I think you're super into it. And I think the payoff was I watched these people when they sucked, and now they're like, they got good. You know what I mean?
Basically what happened was when they folded the Gold brand, and basically they wanted to make it back to what it was, and that was a developmental system, not a third brand. But going from a hard exit from the Gold brand to that, it was just a lot of people that loved that era just bowed out. Like, no, we can't. It was such a hard reset. Like, it wasn't even a soft reboot. It was a hard reset, and no one was really prepared for it.
Yeah.
They had one last takeover that was amazing, and then that was it. 2.0 starts.
Yeah, that's because Vince found out that the company existed, and he wanted to put his hands on it. And him and Pritchard were like, "Hey, you just want to bury it?
You want to bury it?
Yeah.
Not WWE ECW all over again."
Is this pay-per-view like a 11 o'clock hard out, or is this like, am I here till 12?
I don't know anymore, because there's so many certain rules with certain events, and like with Peacock and like with pay-per-views. I don't know. I feel like when they were on the actual network, they could have no set time because they have their own network, not Peacock.
I hope, dude. I'm hoping this is a 10:30 banger, but it's not going to be. I'm doing these streams, and last night I came home from work exhausted, did 2 streams back to back.
Oh boy.
Got off the streams, had to like do life and communicate with people and do all
Do
that
the
stuff,
things. Yes,
then
all the things.
then eat and then shower and then went to bed, and I didn't get to sleep until like 1 o'clock. Got to be up at 5 a.m. Overslept.
Oh man.
So I got no sleep, overslept, rushed
Nice.
out the door,
Yep.
literally just brushed my teeth, brushed my teeth, put deodorant on, put clothes on, ran out the door, went to work for 12 hours, didn't eat, and now I'm here again streaming.
Sounds like the worst ADHD day of your life. I mean, I have you beat a little bit. I didn't go to bed last night until like 4 in the morning because I was at a White Elephant exchange party last night.
Yeah.
In North Jersey. And then
wait, this is the main event?
Is it? No, because we still have Baron Corbin versus.
Yeah, just say Baron Corbin's fighting, I thought, right?
Yep. There's this match and that match.
So this is like the co-main event.
Yeah. I forgot what I was saying before.
I'm sorry.
my ADHD took over.
Yeah.
Just nope. There's a lot of ADHD things that, you don't realize are ADHD things until they actually are ADHD things. Like my entire life, anytime I walk through a door, I go out the vortex. Because I'll walk through a door, walk in a room, forget exactly why I was in there, walk away. I'm just there, oh, that's why I wanted to go in there, and I would walk back in there. Sometimes it would happen like twice in a row. Why did I come in here? Yeah. It's the worst. I always call it a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, when you need to hyper focus and get something done, you're gonna be a superhero. But when someone asks you to do something and you forget 45 times, then they get really mad at you. Yeah. Been there.
Yeah. Like I think that's why Canva is like my thing, because I can just sink into it and really go for whatever is in my mind and put it on paper, so to speak. Even if it's bad, I will still put it out there. Like, okay, this is an idea I have. Make it real quick. All right, is it good? Save it. If not, trash it. Like, just,
There you go. My favorite ADHD troop is forgetting everything and getting yelled at for being forgetful.
Exactly.
It's probably why I'm single right now.
Or the worst is that I didn't even realize it was an ADHD thing until adult. But my mom would always, tell me what to do, and I would say what, and then as it goes to repeat it, I say, oh, okay. Because why'd you say what? I'm like, I needed to process what you were saying. I heard you, but my brain is 5 seconds is 5 seconds behind. So give me
another great one too is when you don't know if it was said or if it was your inner dialogue of the person of your own thoughts saying it or them saying it to you.
Right.
So you're like in your head, you're like, did you do that? And you're like, did they just say that or was my brain saying that?
Right.
And you're like, can you repeat that?
Say that?
Like,
yeah.
Right. And you're like, oh, you did say it. Okay, cool. You can stop talking.
Yeah.
Please don't talk anymore. I've already heard it.
My mom always used to think it's because I didn't hear. I'm like, no, I heard you. Just let my brain process what you said.
I don't know if you said it or my brain
give it time
in your voice.
Oh, do you might?
Or did I say to do that? Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure because I just don't know if I said it in my brain to tell you or if I verbally said it out loud.
Dude, for people who don't have inner monologues, to me is crazy. That's all I have. Is inner monologue in my head all the time.
Do you have inner monologue and a jukebox playing the entire time? Because I do.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I have a jukebox that's on shuffle all day long.
I used to play drums when I was a kid, so at work I'm always tapping around, and I feel bad. I'm always tapping. I'm like, sorry. It's like a fidget at this point. I'm sorry. There's beats always in my head. Always in my head.
So, Perez is the girl who was the last ROH champion, right?
Yes. She was known as Roxy, I believe.
And that was the one that Booker T cried when she won the NXT title?
Yeah, because he, I believe, trained her. I'm going
to be honest, I've never really seen her work, like, a lot.
She's good in the ring, but she needs work on her mic skills.
Okay. I'm going to be honest. Her look, like, doesn't do it for me.
She's very tiny.
Like she is insanely tiny, but she
tiny.
also just looks super friendly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like on the mic, she sounds super friendly.
Yeah.
Even when she's trying to sound like she's gonna beat you up.
Like-
She sounds
Like right now,
yeah.
she's angry and she's being ruthless and she's like killing her, but it's just like I'm not connecting with it.
Right. See, that's how I felt about the Creed brothers. They're a great talent, but I just didn't get their gimmick.
The Creed brothers are essentially, without what I've seen, like a hint of them, but it's essentially like, hey, we always wanted to recreate the Steiner brothers,
Right.
right, and we almost had it with American Alpha,
Mm-hmm.
but we also picked really two golden babyface dudes
Yeah.
who don't look like they have a mean bone in their body.
Yeah. I mean, again, they're great in the ring. They can do some crazy stuff, but like their gimmick is we're brothers, and like that's it. There's no like
We're
there's nothing
brothers
else
and we were
tied
wrestling
to it.
singlets.
There's nothing else. There's just no substance to the gimmick. It needs some sort of, something you can sink your teeth into.
Yeah.
And right now they're just not doing it. And the fact that they brought back the DIY to lose out to the Creed brothers makes me upset.
Dude, you imagine if you would have did DYI versus Sammy and Kevin?
Oh God!
I wanted that match
Sign
so
me
bad.
up. Sign me up. Yesterday.
She's a great babyface, but give her a title isn't a good thing. She thrives in the chase. She reminds me of 2015 Sammy. That makes sense.
Yeah, there you go. That makes perfect sense. Couldn't have said it better myself. She has like the underdog story, but like I don't know, just-
maybe honestly too, because I haven't been invested in this story, so maybe this story gives you the feel of like, oh, this heel pulled it out of her,
right.
But maybe she needs that too, where she needs a big heel to be like, oh, almost like to legitimize not just her ability, but legitimize her character.
Right. Oh boy, high spot. And it looks like her foot stuck.
Bro, you know who the scariest top rope cage thing I've ever seen in the most recent times?
Recent
EO.
times.
When
Oh.
EO just was holding
did
on to nothing and
the
just
trash
put the
can
trash
spot?
cans.
That was nuts, dude.
Bro, that
Dude,
scared me.
I was
for
scared
her.
for her. I was like, dude,
Yeah.
you're gonna die. You're gonna die. You're gonna fall
And she's
off
just
and
standing in
die.
the middle of the cage with
Yeah,
nothing to hold on to, and
He-
just puts a trash can on. I'm
She
just like,
can't see anyway. She has to jump and just kind of blindly. Imagine blindly jumping and hoping that you're gonna get caught or something. Like I would
Scary.
scare the hell out of me. No.
bro, I'd be
No
standing
way.
there holding on that chain like this. I'd be crouched next to it, like,
Yeah.
oh my god, why did I get up here?
Why am I up here? Yeah.
Call
no,
the fire department because I'm not.
I'm afraid of
climbing
heights
back down.
anyway, so no, absolutely not.
I
could
didn't know
never
I was afraid of heights until I went up really high, and then I was like, oh, I'm afraid of it. Like, I don't
I
like
could
this.
never be a wrestler because if I had to climb the top rope, it would be an absolute no.
Top
You
rope.
know,
Imagine climbing a ladder.
that's what I'm saying. Imagine climbing the cage or the Hell in a Cell. No.
They're like, Tony, you've been
no,
undefeated, but you have to defend your title in a ladder match. Just
No,
be like,
thank you.
I quit.
I forfeit.
It's his title. I'll fight him next week in a different stipulation.
Exactly. I can't do it, man. Even at work, it's bad. I'm like, nope, I don't like this. I don't like this.
Trent Seven signed by
Oh
TNA.
wow,
Where's
that's crazy. I love Trent Seven. Trent
who's
Seven
that? Who's
is
that
such a
broken by?
Good talent by. Yeah. Find out if that's like a official thing. But if that
Raz is good with his news, so I'm gonna say I'll believe it, but I'm just wondering where he got it from.
Trent Seven is just such an amazing talent that like I'm happy wherever he goes because he just deserves to just do the thing. He's just always been one of my favorites. Mustache Mountain, him with Tyler Bate and Dunn, so good. Great trio, great team, all of it. They need to change Butch's name back to Pete Dunne. I'm tired of Butch. I'm tired of it. I thought that there was a tease months ago that Triple H was going to change his name back, but that hasn't happened.
Oh, Trent Seven teamed with Speedball Mike Bailey tonight at Revolution.
Oh,
Resolution.
Nice.
I just want to say, I what I heard is that Trent Seven didn't want to team with him, and then heard his interview on the ABJ podcast and said, "I'm gonna team with that guy," because I didn't know who Speedball Mike Bailey was
Nice.
before ABJ.
Oh, really?
No, everybody knows who Speedball Mike
I
Bailey
was
is.
gonna say.
The guy's everywhere.
Yeah, me and Ralph saw him at Steel Stack SmackDown too, which was amazing.
He's unbelievable.
Oh, him versus LSG was such an amazing match. If you haven't seen that match, it's on IWTV. Go watch it because it's like a top match of the year for sure. Oh no, a chair!
Wait, who is that?
You're ahead of me, son. No. Who is that?
I'm gonna be honest. I thought it was Tiffany Stratton again.
Me too. Who is that? Who did they say it was?
Somebody help me in the chat.
I didn't hear the name. I missed it. I missed the name. I thought I heard Izzy, but I'm not sure. Izzy Dane?
That was a clean sunset flip. Izzy Dane, I guess. I don't know.
Izzy Dane, yeah.
Izzy
I don't know.
Day.
Don't know who that is.
Question: what is the best independent company running shows currently?
Ooh, I have one. Well, I mean, I
mean, you have to go with the Super Indie, right?
I was gonna say the LVAC for me.
Okay, yeah.
WSC gives great shows.
Super Indie is GCW.
Oh yes, GCW. I haven't been to one yet. I'd love to, but yeah, those shows
GCW, and
awesome.
then I know it's probably technically not considered indie, but it is. MLW.
Yeah, that's a great one too. Their YouTube lives confuse me because their show just ends abruptly with no end. It just ends, and I'm like, was that the end of the show? Was that an accident? Like, was that what happened?
House of Glory, Beyond is another one I would seek out. Beyond. If you want to support more independent wrestling, there's for like literally for this $20 a month, you'll have to get 2 different services. Well, 3 services probably for $20 a month. Premier Fight Network.
That's a good one. IWTV,
and Fight TV, and that'll cover your almost the entire independent wrestling landscape across the
literally
world.
Everything.
Yeah,
it's crazy just how much wrestling is out there between the mainstream and the indies. If you want wrestling, you will find it somewhere. It's out there, man, everywhere. There's too much of it to follow. But I try, man. I try for the podcast. Try to get as much wrestling knowledge in my brain as possible. When I was younger, my mom used to.
Wait a second. Dion Lennox.
Yeah, he's new. He's on the.
Who was he before that?
I don't know, but I know
he looks really familiar.
Yeah, I know he was a bigger name. I can Google it right now. What's his name? Dion.
Oh, is this Tatanka too? We have 2 Tatankas in NXT.
2 Tatankas.
I don't care. Anyone who does a Native American gimmick is always going to be Tatanka. That's the rule.
Dion Lennox. Let's see what this is all about.
The Breakout Tournament. That one guy looks like Willie Mack a little bit.
Yeah, he does.
Well, there's been 2 Tatankas. Tatanka 1 came out and beat up what's his name during? Oh, right here, Eddie Thorpe. Oh my! Wait a second, Eddie Thorpe, as in Jim Thorpe, the famous Native American athlete.
I can't pronounce his name, so I don't want to try it. But it's.
Yo, they really named him Thorpe, and he's a Native American character. That's kind of sick.
It's something Hugh Murray, but I can't even try to say his first name. It looks like Andrew, but not even close. I think it's because he has a look that most people have, like a generic look.
My eyes are burning.
Oh, main event time. Do we think he's actually going to lose?
It. Moose does Moose have what it takes to defeat Alex Shelley, and he's getting interviewed by Gia Miller.
Ooh.
Just Giselle Shaw just laid out Deanna Praza. Oh, that's her send off.
Oh, are you watching Impact?
No, I'm just looking at the Twitter feed just to see
okay.
what's going on.
Gotcha. The old
So I'm
Twitter
guessing
feeds.
their team lost. Deanna and so I'm guessing I believe it was Jordan Grace and
Right.
Naomi were on a
Right.
tag team. And then at the end of the match, Giselle beat the shit out of Deanna.
Yeah, I guess that was a write-off. Goodbye.
Oh my God, who did he beat?
Yeah, I think you said it on the first time you were on the podcast how the reason why we always just watch the NXT takeovers is because, like you said, the show gives you the recap for everything, so you don't have to watch the actual show. Like right now with this whole Corbin and Ilya flashback.
Yeah, but they pace it fine though. You know what I mean? Like this, I don't mind this, but like when you have to watch the entire pay-per-view and then Monday Night Raw does a full like every
Right.
single like
a full like preview of it, yeah, or like results.
Raw's a 2-hour show and it's an hour of previews and recap.
Yeah,
I don't know who won, but or who he beat, but Tommy Dreamer is still the digital media champion. So Tommy Dreamer is still a champion in Impact. That's
Nice.
exciting.
Dreamer's crazy, man. The dude's still going, and
I don't want to see Tommy Dreamer as a champion.
More props to him, man. If he thinks he can still go, I mean, whatever.
No, he's promoting Busted Open Radio is what he's doing.
Oh, of course.
But what I'm saying is there's so much talent in that company, young guys in the company.
Right.
It's just like what the.
No, I get it. It makes sense.
You're gonna tell me a guy like Speedball Mike Bailey, who's an absolute representation of the scene, shouldn't be your digital media champion? You know what I'm saying? Like
he's like the Karate Kid come to life in the best way possible.
Why would you not put a title on him and be like, because all the work he does outside the independent scene and him walking around with your title?
Yeah.
Like, could you imagine all of these indie shows he's doing where he just wrestled Swerve in House of Glory? He's doing the brewery shows at Tony Deppin's. He's out there wrestling everywhere.
Yeah.
And he would carry around your digital media championship.
Yeah. By the way, whoever coined that belt needs to, I don't know, it doesn't come off the tongue at all. It just sounds so official.
I think the idea of a digital media championship it makes more sense in today's day and age than a TV championship, like a TV title.
The belt is cool, but they could have come up with a slightly better name. Again, it doesn't roll off the tongue.
Well, the internet champion sounds weird.
I mean that would be taking Matt Cardona's thing.
Well, maybe I'll take a little bit here from the Sanctuary, but like a live stream champion, like
that sounds fine. That sounds like it works.
But it only works if you're not working with a company that's a TV deal,
right? Unless it's only on the live streams. Like if you do like a live stream separately, like a specific.
All right.
Show.
Well, listen, I'm gonna say your final goodbyes here. I'll bounce you out. I'll get this main event done, and then I'll close out of here quickly when this gets done, because I know if I have somebody here with me for the main event, I'll talk for another 45 minutes, and as soon as this is done, I want to wrap up. So any last plugs? Any future content coming up? Anything you want to promote or plug?
Tomorrow, 1 p.m. We got Billy Avery on the show. Check it out. We're live doing Billy Avery, and then next week we got, next week we got Puff.
Puff's
He's
great.
So good. He's so good.
Dude, the first time I ever watched Puff wrestle, he wrestled and then he came to the back and then unzipped his shirt and then just laid on the floor, and I thought he died. And he stayed there for like 40 minutes.
I love his bit with the ring rope stuff. He just can't get with the ring ropes,
Yeah.
Right where he goes.
All right, man. Well, thank you for jumping in here and hanging out. We'll be seeing more of Sean on my side of the things as well as his, but go follow him, and all social media now. Go check out the Ben Frank Connection.
Yes.
All right. See you, bud.
Later.
Now it's pretty. Look at those icons are fitting so nicely in the corners. Yeah, please go support those guys. They do a great job. Corbin is the NXT American Badass. Oh my God, I'm yawning on screen. We're up to 5 viewers. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. These streams are not easy after working 12 hours and doing 2 days worth of heavy rolls. My body is killing me. Predictable main event match with Dragunov. Yeah, I can see that. But if Dragunov is an easy, if you're, I mean, you probably watch more than I do, but do you think it ends with a surprise? Like, is there any return people that NXT hasn't had for a while that would possibly pop up here and be a shocker of a return or a challenger for his title? Like the show ends with someone coming out and challenging Dragunov next, or showing that they're the next contender. Because I mean, Punk showed. I mean, they didn't advertise Punk, so I can't say that that's like a draw for the show. He kind of teased it on social media, but like, I don't know. Maybe that's the way this show ends, is a surprise. Punk opened the show, yeah. You know what, Steven? If your next move, if you're going that direction, is Trick Williams beating the heel Baron Corbin would help him more than probably beating the babyface versus babyface Dragunov. I know we're not watching AEW, but how do you feel about the direction of the company? I think it's fine. I hear a lot of content creators and people say how much they dislike AEW right now. I don't see why. I honestly, the only reason I can say that people feel the way they feel is because I think they're pro WWE, but so I think they're a little biased. But as someone who avidly watches at AEW, I don't see an issue with the product. I don't want to say it's not. I don't want to say it's perfect. It's definitely not perfect. Every company has their flaws. Like I think AEW's women's division can use a lot of help, and I think they can book it better. I think they have a lot of roster that they're sitting on that they're not using. Now I know there is injuries, but I still think they could be doing better with that division. But I don't like for people to say there's no storylines is insane to me. It's absolutely insane. Because the only storylines that WWE cares about is if the Bloodline is doing something or if Judgment Day is doing something, and everybody else they don't really give a shit about. So for WWE fans say that they rather watch WWE because the storylines are better, you're only invested in 2 storylines, where I think the AEW side has way more storylines going on. And MJF is in 5 of them. And if MJF's in a story right now, I'll watch it because the guy's good. I just feel like AEW may have a lot of titles, but people give a shit about wanting said titles. You know what I mean? Like WWE is just kind of like everyone's just like, no, world champions never here. Well, then why should we contend for it? Oh, like we're tag team people, but none of us really want to be tag team champions. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's not for me. I'm gonna keep watching. I want to do watch alongs, and I'll talk about what I see, but I don't see an issue that the people are trying to say they see with AEW. Like I said, definitely not perfect, but it's not as bad as people. It's not bad that people are making it out to be. I hope that long-winded answer helped. Oh, I gotta take this fucking hat off. Oh, you agree? All right, there we go. I thought you were gonna be like, "How dare you?" If you're here, let me know. We got 7 people watching. Say what's up in the chat. Let's get some more comments going. Interact with the comments. Yeah, I agree. Like they sit there and say AEW has all this roster they're not using, but they had no problems when WWE hoarded. But here's the difference: AEW got roster members so they can give them a job, right? And then they actively tried to buy more TV time to give them opportunities and put storylines in other brands. But people don't watch Rampage and Dynamite and Dark and all these other places where the shows are happening and Collision. So they only watch what's happening on Dynamite and don't see their favorite wrestler. And then they get mad that they're not being used. But like WWE actively stockpiled wrestlers so no one else can have them and had no intention in using them at all. So it's just weird how it was fine for one company, but now that they don't see like they every my response is every single time someone says, "Well, why isn't this wrestler being used?" And when they're not being used for the world championship or they're not being used for a title. It's like if they're still being used, but not in a title picture, and there's nothing wrong with that. Well, I think he should be a champion because he's your favorite, but not everyone can be champion at one time. The way pro wrestling works is someone's on the rise and you have to roll with the guy on the rise, and sometimes it might take months of story, and you can't just be like insert this guy here because he's a fan favorite because we've been working on this guy's storyline for the last 6 months. It just you gotta pick and choose, and you gotta learn to roll with the punches. You know what's great? I feel like I have cardboard cuts on me. I have so many of them, but like working with cardboard. Oh, Dragonoff's bleeding. Looks like Hardway too. I feel like I have like a film on my arms. Like cardboard leaves this weird residue from touching it all day long. It's grossing me out. And like I washed my arms and my hands before I leave. It just feels like it doesn't come off sometimes. It creeps me out. Ugh. Man, the comments dead tonight. Everyone's dead. They're here. No one's typing to me. Talk to me, people. You like turtles? Oh, actually, too. Make sure you guys are hitting that thumbs up if you haven't done so already. Please help me out. I like cheese. I like turtles. Corbin got yesterday. Corbin got it yesterday. Corbin got it yesterday. I don't know what that means. Oh, I just got a shiver. Eight likes, 7 people watching. That's not terrible. I was trying to hear what the crowd was chanting, but I couldn't make it out. Oh, what a psychopath. Bro, that bump sucked. That dude essentially did a flat back, high upper back bump off the top rope and just ate it. Don't show that. Show the miss. That was... What would it take to make this your full-time career? More active watchers, more subscribers, and more people who support financially. And that's hard to do in today's economy because people are broke, people are struggling, and people tend to only financially support people who are already on top. So my example to that is people love professional wrestling, but they only watch and support and buy hundreds of dollars worth of merchandise from WWE and AEW, and they forget about the small guys. Alex, no, I was struggling. I didn't have I have on this TV that I'm doing my watch-alongs. I have my live TV on there for Hulu, and realized I didn't have Peacock. So I was trying to call you to see if you could activate it, but someone hooked me up with their Peacock, so I'm good to go. So I was able to watch the pay-per-view. But yeah, so that's what it would take for this to be full-time. It's just financial support. Well, we'll get there. We'll eventually get there. But I'm also not someone who's going to ask for it either. So like, I feel if I'm doing a good enough job and it's enough for you to hit like and subscribe, that's enough for me. If I can get enough people to like and subscribe, even if they don't have the money to support, enough likes, enough comments, enough watch hours, enough people on your channel will get you paid from YouTube. If you grow enough on Instagram, if you grow enough on Facebook. At one point in time on Facebook, I was getting paid anywhere between $20 to $100 just for people liking my post and sharing them and watching them and getting views. That has then went away because I made a post saying, "Thank you, everybody. This is what free engagement does for someone small like me. I made $100 this month," and then the next month, no one hit like or share or subscribe because it was like, "Oh, F you, how dare you make money off chasing your dream?" And then it all went away. But that's what I'm saying. And it's not just for me. If there's a content creator you like, it doesn't cost you a dime to support and just hit a button when you see it's on there, and you can help them more than you know. Also, t-shirts I think are on sale. The link's in the bio. I think TeePublic is still having a huge sale. So if anybody would like a t-shirt, there's 28 hours left on the 35% off site-wide, and t-shirts are $16 right now. So, and there's over 203 logos to choose from. So I'll post that. But appreciate the comment, man. Henry C. Henry. Because I would be lying if I told you I would love to make this my full-time job. I'd love to be a full-time content creator. I would love to just be like, hey, today I'm going to game stream. Today I'm going to live stream wrestling. I'm going to go interview some people. Like it'd be awesome. I'd love it. But we're a ways away from that. It's not without a lack of trying. I've tried very, very hard. Thank you. It came in the crate, and I wore it to work because I'm not trying to be mean to Sting, but it's a black shirt and it's just black and white. So if it gets some cardboard dust on it, it doesn't really bother me. But it's short-haired Sting, which is better for me, I guess. I think it looks cool though. It'll happen in due time. I hope so, man. Because at one point in time, I thought I didn't have anything else to really go for. Chasing this dream and traveling and doing wrestling, my car broke down, and then that car, my income was doing like deliveries for Walmart and DoorDash, and that's how I was funding my bills. And then my car died, and I couldn't go to wrestling shows anymore and do commentary, which I'm at right now because I don't have a vehicle. And then also that affected my relationship. That not being around, I'm putting more time into the content than I was my relationship. So like I put a lot of work into this. So The fact that you're even here and you're saying hi and you're chatting and talking, it means a lot. So thank you. Put a lot of work into this and a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, legitimately. But I got a good community. My Discord's amazing. So if you, like I said before, if you want to check out my Discord, a lot of cool people on there. They're both good wrestlers, but I feel like the chemistry is not where I thought it would be between these two. Like, I don't think it's a terrible match, but seeing Corbin matches and then seeing Dragunov matches, I thought they would have put on a different. They would have done something else, and essentially, it's essentially like watching Corbin wrestle on Monday Night Raw, where Corbin just kind of does Corbin stuff on Monday Night Raw. You know, if that makes sense. Because a Monday Night Raw match and a pay-per-view match are two different matches, and this doesn't feel like, as of right now, a pay-per-view match. Now it's 10:46, so they probably have another 10 to 12 minutes to keep working here. So maybe they're going to turn it up soon. Corbin stare right at the referee. Yeah, I try to pick certain shirts for work to be like, okay, if something were to happen, I wouldn't be bummed out about it, and I don't wear those shirts to work. But I wore my Bullet Club gold shirt to work yesterday. Thank God nothing happened though. Core Jade looked cool. Yeah. I didn't know it was her at first. Jesus, man. Dragunov just be taking the crazy bumps. Yeah, it's been tough sledding for Corbin because they put him in this really, like, he was a killer. Like, nobody kicked out of his finisher, and he was dominating people, and people legit hated him, and he was a good heel. And then the happy, sad Corbin, that whole thing, just like, it's hard to take him serious. The difference between Dragunov and Darby is Dragunov's bumps make sense in the context of the match, and Dragunov still does things to hurt his opponent that it makes it believable that he is, for his size, that he can hurt people while he wrestles them. Darby gets killed for 48 minutes and then hits two moves and wins the match. I don't know. Deep six. Is there a reason why he has red eyes? Is that like Jesus Christ? Like Corbin's a good big man. Like I like him as a big man. It's fucking cold in here. So thirsty. Can you hear my voice is getting raspy? It's in his character. He had it back in the NXT UK. I know, but like, is because he's like a dragon. He has dragon eyes. Like, does he have like essentially what I'm saying is what is the character of Dragunov, right? Like, is he just so this was my disconnect with the NXT UK brand is like everyone has undercuts and beards and is just like I'm really strong even though I'm tiny. You know what I'm saying? Like is that Dragunov's thing is like I'm really strong even though I'm tiny and I have the heart of British strong style and I just wear spooky red contacts. It's like all of NXT UK wanted to be AJ Styles, Finn Balor, and Trent and Tyler Bate. Like they're like, can we just be those wrestlers? And Daniel Bryan, like that's gonna be our entire personality. Like, do you want a cool character? They're like, no, we're just gonna all wrestle the same style, all have the same haircut. I'm saying enjoy this title run from Dragunov because if he ever went to main roster, he wouldn't. I don't think he'd ever be a world champion. And I'm not saying that because he's not a good wrestler. He is good at what he does. He takes crazy bumps. He knows how to work, but I just don't see them pushing him. Dragunov versus Gunther 3. Essentially, wasn't just Dragunov just getting the shit chopped out of him and thrown around like a rag doll because he's so little by Gunther. That's his move, a running headbutt. He doesn't do it for me. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm in the minority, the minority there, but he doesn't. He doesn't do it for me. I don't think he's bad in the ring at all. I don't connect with his character or his style. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's just the match. Maybe the matchup wasn't a good showcasing for him. All right. I'll stick around and see if anything crazy happens at the end here. Yeah, I think he's a good wrestler. Like he takes great bumps. He knows like there's no. And there it is. There's your ending. Your next I see. I like how NXT does that, where someone walks out and says, or like they kind of like end the pay-per-view by saying I'm next. I like when NXT does that. All right, well that's gonna do it for NXT. Thank you guys for hanging out. Once again, sorry for being a little late. Tomorrow night, I was gonna do a review on of NXT or Impact. I guess I can do it. It's gonna be a watch along, not really a show review, because I'm gonna be honest. I have some shit to do as soon as I get off here. I got to make a phone call, and then I got to get a shower, and then maybe eat something. I should probably eat something, but I don't think I'm gonna have time to watch it and then review it. So what I'm gonna do tomorrow night, if you guys are interested, either go watch it now, seek it out, or have it queued up to watch with me tomorrow night at Sunday night. I'm gonna watch Impact from Thursday. I'm gonna watch Thursday's Impact tomorrow night around 8:30. I'm not gonna rush home and rush to get on. I'm gonna take a little bit of time, but tomorrow night Impact, watch along. All right, so we'll watch that show from then. If you guys want to come and hang out, that'd be great. If you don't, you don't have to. If Impact's not your thing, I understand. But maybe if you've never watched Impact before, maybe we start watching them together on Sundays and hang out and maybe see if it's something we want to partake in. But thank you guys so much. C. Henry, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you join the Discord. Check out the links below for All Things ABJ, as well as support Raz Darkwolf. He's the one giving me the stream platform right now because I'm broke. I'm a poor baby. So he's helping me out. So please go support him. If it wasn't for him, you guys wouldn't be watching this at all. So check out his channel. Go give him a subscribe. And we'll see you guys next time on the next watch stream, next watch along tomorrow night, 8:30. And then we'll be doing Monday Night Raw, Tuesday night NXT, Wednesday night Dynamite, Thursday nothing. Well, we might throw in Impact on Thursday now because I'm not doing Tornado Tag just yet, but that's coming soon on Thursdays. We'll review wrestling. But yeah, we'll see you guys later. I'm out of here. I'm talking too much. I got shit to do. I love you all. I'll see you next time. If I can find the button.